Building a sound public transport system is an absolute must, and a good electric vehicle policy is not a replacement for a public transport system. In fact, the first effort of Delhi government for the last 3 years has been to strengthen the public transport system in multiple ways. And I'll just sort of very briefly lay out what has already been done. So the bus depot capacity has been increased by 40% of what was existing in the last 3 years itself. Close to 3,000 buses now are under the procurement process, and many qualitative changes are being undertaken, like a common mobility card is being undertaken, route rationalization is happening so that people can find bus routes at a regular and a reliable frequency and close to their home. Bus safety related issues are being taken care of in terms of CCTVs being installed, bus marshal scheme. So there are a number of initiatives, and the first and foremost priority is to ensure that people do not have to or minimize the use of private vehicles and opt for public transport. Having said that, the next challenge is what do we do with the burgeoning number of private vehicles that people in Delhi need to use or have to use. And that is where this electric vehicle policy comes in. And the fundamental sort of approach that this electric vehicle policy lays out is to tackle all the hurdles that we have seen as far as adoption of electrical vehicles in India has been concerned in a very, very holistic fashion. And what are these? First and foremost, the price of the electric vehicles is very, very high. Second, there is almost non-existent charging infrastructure. And third, you really do not see a reason why to chuck your petrol and diesel vehicles and actually opt for an electric vehicle. So some kind of a fee-based sort of a policy where you actually have to pay a little bit higher fee for opting for a polluting vehicle when you could have gone for an electric vehicle, which is what we want to incentivize through this policy, needs to be in place. And more than anything else, this policy lays emphasis not on cars, which is how electric vehicle policies have been implemented all over the world, but in India and especially in Delhi, two-wheelers and three-wheelers contribute to 12% of the entire pollution, as well as whereas cars contribute only to around 3.4% of the pollution. So for the first time, as compared to many other states that we have studied in India, this policy lays emphasis on two-wheelers and three-wheelers, and as one of my panelists pointed out, public transport and buses.